Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we try to make sense of the confusing world of corporate filings. And today, oh boy, do we have a treat for you. It seems our friends at Dominari Holdings Incorporated are having some important meetings and votes that they need to tell everyone about. So this filing is essentially a check-in from Dominari Holdings Incorporated, telling us what happened at their big annual stockholder meeting. Think of it like a school report card for the company, but instead of grades, we get to see how things like director elections and important company plans played out. We're going to cut through the jargon and tell you what really matters here. First off, let's talk about the meeting itself. It happened on the 10th of December, and lots of important people, or at least their proxies, were there. We're talking about the people who own shares in the company, and they got together to vote on some key decisions. One of the big items was electing directors. These are the folks who steer the ship, making the big strategic decisions for the company. In this case, they voted to elect a director for a 3-year term, and looking at the votes, Anthony Hayes was elected. It seems most shareholders were on board with this choice, with a solid chunk of votes in favour. Next up, they needed to approve their independent accountants. This is super important because these are the folks who make sure the company's financial books are accurate and honest. It is like having a referee to make sure everyone is playing by the rules, and it looks like CBCPA's PC got the thumbs up for the year 2025. This proposal sailed through with a strong majority. Now this one is a bit more about the future. They approved an increase in the number of shares of common stock that can be given out as part of their employee incentive plans. Basically, the company wants to set aside more shares to give to employees as bonuses or rewards. This is often done to attract and keep good talent. The increase was from about 11.4 million shares to over 11.7 million shares. This also got the approval from the shareholders. This proposal sounds a bit technical, but it is actually about flexibility for the company. It basically means the company is getting permission to issue a significant chunk of new shares, more than 19.99%, without needing to get shareholder approval for every single instance. This is often done to allow companies to raise capital quickly or make strategic deals when opportunities arise, especially if they need to act fast and can't wait for another full shareholder vote. It seems shareholders gave the green light for this too. Finally, they approved the renewal of something called a rights agreement. This is often put in place as a protective measure for shareholders, sometimes called a poison pill. It is designed to make it harder for a hostile takeover. By renewing it, the company is extending these protections. This proposal also received strong backing from the shareholders. And finally, the report is signed off by Anthony Hayes, who we saw was elected as a director, and he is also the chief executive officer. This just confirms that the company is officially reporting these events. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture for Dominari Holdings Incorporated. What we've seen here are decisions that give the company more flexibility in how it operates and manages its stock. The approval of increased shares for incentive plans and the ability to issue more shares without immediate shareholder approval suggests a focus on growth and potentially attracting talent or making strategic moves. The renewal of the rights agreement points to a desire to maintain stability and protect against potential unwanted acquisition attempts. While there aren't detailed financial tables in this particular filing, the votes themselves indicate a level of confidence from the shareholders in the current leadership and their proposed strategies. The fact that all proposals pass with strong support, especially the director election and the accounting firm ratification, suggests a relatively unified front at this time. However, without seeing the actual financials, it is hard to gauge the company's true financial health or the ultimate impact of these decisions. We'll be keeping an eye on future reports for those numbers. Alright, that is our breakdown of Dominari Holdings Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these shareholder decisions and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.